Hi, Tater. So Tater's interested in our bottle haul.
Yeah.
We're the Whiskey Sippers, and this is our August bottle haul, and that's Tater.
Yep.
After this.
Well, I guess we're back with Tater. So yeah, she's enjoying these bottles just as much as we are. So she wants to see what we got. But yeah, we're gonna go into what we got for this month.
So last month, the title of our bottle haul video, and I'll put a link up here, was Cutting Back, because we talked about how the prior months we had bought so much and spent so much and we had to cut back. That didn't work out this month.
No.
So you want to start or you want me to start?
Sure, I'll start.
Okay.
So for this month, had a couple bottles in Ohio. So we had some OWA Red Wellers, and was able to also pick up a Taylor single barrel. So, we tell you in previous videos that the Reds are a little bit easier to find in Ohio as long as you know when they're going to be dropped. And just kind of go out and get there a little early, and you should be able to get at least one a month depending on when they come out. So that's what I got.
I also got some drops from Ohio earlier in the month. We started out with a Old Forester single barrel barrel-proof rye we picked up. And like Devin, yes, you can acquire the Reds if you want to grab them. So I went ahead and got a couple. So I grabbed those earlier in the month from Ohio Drops.
Yep. Okay. All right, let's see here. So Todd and I went down to the Buffalo Trace Taste of the Trace history event where they did a tasting of CYPB, 4-grain, Elmer T. Lee, and Buffalo Trace Bourbon. Had a bunch of little appetizers, snacks, some cocktails, and stuff like that. So while we were there, the limited bottle you were able to get was a Elmer T. Lee. So I was able to pick up an Elmer T. Lee for $40 at the distillery. I was also there the next day, so I picked up a Blanton's because I was there, and why not? So, and then the other distillery I also visited that day was Four Roses. So they had the Four Roses single barrel proof master distiller pick. So I was able to pick up one of those as well, and yeah, it's pretty much my distillery pick for Lawrenceburg and Frankfurt. So.
Yeah, like Devin said, we were both down there together at the Toast of the Trace event, and that video is up if you want to go watch it. Where I recorded just some of the talking they did and our tasting of the different samples. But I was there with my wife, and we both got the Elmer T. Lee. And while I did not grab a Blanton's, my wife wanted the little mini Sazerac rye, so we got that as well. A little baby sass. Baby sass. Yeah. So that's what we picked up at the Toast of the Trace event.
Yep. All right. Well, the other distillery that some of you may know I really like is Michter's. So I went and picked up at the distillery a Shanks 2023, a Bomberger's 2023, and then a M10 rye 2023. I went with my buddy Matt, and we got there a little early. We were 1 and 2, and then lately they've been putting these out as just single bottles. A lot of times they do the bundle packs where you have to buy a US 1 rye or bourbon or whatnot, but they had these available at their distillery MSRP, so I was like, well, I might as well pick up one of each. So I picked up some good Michter's stuff.
While Devin was at Michter's, I was at Old Forester. However, they released nothing that morning.
Yep.
I did go down to Michter's, and they still had some of these, but I passed. However, on that same trip, while we were visiting different liquor stores, I did pick up a few bottles. We got the Sazerac Bourbon Brotherhood pick, which I'm guessing is a bourbon group down there, but this was from
a brotherhood, if you will.
Yeah, Brotherhood. They had this sell at Shrek's Liquors.
Yep.
When we were there, so I grabbed that. And from Westport Liquor and Wine, I got their Eagle Rare pick. And while we were at the Total Wine, my wife wanted the Knob Creek Smoked Maple, so we grabbed a bottle of that for her.
Nice. Well, following the same boat, you guys might have seen the same video. I had the Shrek's Baxter Avenue Old Forester single barrel proof Warehouse K Floor 3.
4.7, isn't it?
Or 4.7, my bad. 4.7. 131.5 proof, and I already cracked it. It's pretty good. And then I also got an Eagle Rare as well, store pick. And then on the way out of Kentucky, stopped at Total, was it? Not Total Wine. The Party Source.
Party Source.
Big old Party Source. If you've never heard of it, you should check it out. It's right next to New Riff. But they were not handing out, but you could purchase a Blood Oath Pack 10. So went there, saw them, and picked one up.
Yeah. So while he was getting the Blood Oath, I went over to New Riff, and they were selling these releases. This is their first bourbon batch from 2018, and they were selling their fall 2018 first bourbon releases. So I grabbed a bottle because I am a New Riff fan. So great to have a bottle of their first batch. Also, before we left the Lawrenceburg area, we did go to Wild Turkey, and Jimmy Russell was there, and I did get a bottle of 101 signed by Jimmy, and my wife has marked it by putting a little hat on it. So we'll know it's the signed one.
Hey, don't open that one.
Okay.
All right.
What else you got?
Did a trade with Patrick as well. He needed a different Four Roses, and I was like, well, I need one more to finish out my recipe, or all 10. So I need an OBSO, I think is the last one. So I just traded Patrick and did a Four Roses for Four Roses. So thanks, Patrick. Appreciate it.
I also did a couple of trades this past month. I got a Weller 12 in the box. This is the European release. So it came in the box. It's the 700 milliliter. And I also traded for a bottle I've been really wanting for a long time, and a Thomas H. Handy.
The big Sass.
Yeah, the big Sass. Yeah. I got the baby Sass and daddy Sass. Yeah. This was 2023?
2022.
2022. Okay. So
yeah.
Those are the trades I made.
Well, let's see what else I got here. I also did some trades. I'll start with this one. So one of my buddies, I was like, well, I'm starting to get into this Wild Turkey profile. So I was able to trade for a Wild Turkey Batch 5, a Batch 2, and a single Rickhouse Camp Nelson F.
I gotta try that. I haven't tried that.
And it's pretty good. I did a blind with them. I did the 10-year, the single barrel, like store pick. It was like I think a 9 or 10 year CNF, and then the Batch 2, Batch 5, and the single Rickhouse. And the single Rickhouse barely beat out the Batch 2, but different days, different times, different tastings. They were really close though. So that Batch 2, I'm looking for another one. So I think I might have one in the pipeline. But
mine's almost gone. My Batch 2, and I gotta try that single Rickhouse.
Yeah, it's very good. So yeah.
So you might have seen the video we recently released. My wife and I went down to the Kroger drop, and so we got those bottles. We got 2 Weller 12s and a E.H. Taylor single barrel, and we also did grab an Eagle Rare. Yeah, so we got those 4 bottles at that Kroger drop, which those events they're a lot of fun. I actually enjoy going, and a ton of people you can talk to. You're talking bourbon. You kind of spend the day just BSing and hanging out, and it kind of sucks when you're at the end of the line. Yeah. And it takes like 3-4 hours.
My wife was last time.
Yeah.
1,000.
But it's still a lot of fun. So, whenever those events pop up and I see them, we usually head down for them.
Yep. All right. Well, let's see. I was able to do some more trades. I don't know if you saw the video where Todd had the new Charter Oak. I also went and got one of the French Oaks as well. Seems pretty good. And I also traded for a E.H. Taylor single barrel. But this is a pick that is stated as 11 years old. It was released in 2022 as like an OHLQ exclusive. Todd has, I think, 2 of them.
Yeah,
tried a pour of it.
Yeah. It's fantastic. The best E.H. Taylor single barrel I've had. So great pick.
But I think it's actually like 11 year, 9 months. So pretty solid for an E.H. Taylor single barrel. So I figured I had to get one. So yeah.
All right. While we were down there for the Kroger drop on the way back, we hit a couple of liquor stores, and we managed to grab the new Old Forester 117 releases, which is finished in rum barrels. I'm usually not a huge rum finish fan. I haven't tried these yet, but we always grab the 117s, whenever they come out. So, and I also got a Four Roses small batch, and it's just a regular Four Roses small batch. But my wife had made for me some special stickers from Four Roses that says, "Enjoy your stay at the Sasquatch Speakeasy," which I call my little basement bar. So I bought a small batch to put the stickers on.
All right.
There you go.
Well, my last trade was another trade I was really looking forward to. One of my buddies knows I like old Fitzgeralds, and I was able to trade him for a 10-year 2023 release and a 10-year 2024 release. So looking forward to comparing the two and just seeing how they are. So, yeah.
Last year's 10-year was absolutely amazing.
The 2023 release, I just kept getting like chocolate raspberries.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's really unique. Kind of like a Caribou Crossing has that blueberry note I get sometimes.
It's nothing like Caribou Crossing.
Yeah, nothing like it, but anywho, I thought
right.
they're pretty good. So that's all I got.
So this was actually the last week of August, and it was Stagg week here in Ohio. So we're going to be releasing a video of us going out trying to get Stagg earlier this morning. But
tune in to find out.
Yeah. However, earlier in the week, I did go out, and my mother-in-law went out and managed to grab a couple of bottles. It's been dropping all week. And so we got, let me find the right one, 23B and another 23B. 23B.
So many stags.
Yeah, too many Staggs, right?
Is it hunting season?
So earlier this week, 2 Staggs, both of them 23B. I don't know why Ohio held back last year's, but a lot of 23B dropped in our area all week long. So managed to get these 2.
Yeah. Well, I'm out of bottles.
Oh, you're out of bottles?
I'm
all
out.
Right. This morning, went out and I managed to get an E.H. Taylor single barrel. And my wife and my mother-in-law went to a different store, and they managed to get a Stagg 24A and another Stagg 24A. So now I have my 24A and a backup. So it was a big Stagg week for me.
127.6 proof. Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering. I haven't seen the proof on this one yet.
I haven't read any reviews on it. I haven't tried, this is going to be a fresh crack, so it'll be interesting. All right. So that was it for me. That was my last 2 bottles.
Yep. That was it for me.
But it was a big month. I mean,
Yeah.
we had a lot of bottles. I think our total is over 40, like 44,
like
45. And we got some really good bottles there with Elmer T. Lee's, Weller 12, Staggs, Old Fitz's, Thomas Handy, the Rick House.
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot of stuff.
It was a huge month. So we will see what September brings. It will bring, at the very least for me, a barrel pick at Old Dominic. So I will be making a trip down to Memphis towards the end of the month. I will be doing a barrel pick and hitting different liquor stores. So we'll definitely get some footage there. And remember, please like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And we're getting really close to our 500 subs. And when we do, we will be doing a giveaway.
Yep.
So everybody out there, thank you for watching. And remember,
The best bourbon or whiskey is the one you like the most.
There you go.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you.